So today is Friday, December 12th. My surgery is for the 16th, so it's coming up very quickly. I'm rather anxious and a bit excited because I can't wait to get this, show on the road and basically, get rid of the tumor and everything. So it's going to be a long surgery. They're also going to put a feeding tube in, so we'll see how that goes since nobody really explained the feeding tube side of everything. So a little curious, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I have no clue. I really don't. Um, got my pre-screening call this morning. So, Peanut, what are you doing? No, you can't get under the blanket. You gotta wait. Mommy's sitting on it. Oh my goodness, this girl. She is right there trying to get under the blanket. But anywho, so I had the pre-screening call. They go through, oh my God, so many questions, but it's like going over your meds, going over your health, going over if you have any symptoms, any pain, anything like flu or COVID related, any wounds, any everything, like anything you can possibly think of, they basically ask you, even like some of the family history, stuff like that. So that was rather interesting. Um, then they're like, well, was there any, like any hospital things that you, I'm like, well, yeah, I had a fever back in October, the end of October, beginning of November. So I was in the hospital for 4 days. So they did document that and stuff. But other than that, the hospital will call Monday night to let me know what time I need to be in. There is also, and I saw this on one of the instruction papers. Will you stop, Peanut? You're not getting under there. But it said about there's like people who are like considered urgent people that need surgeries. They come in and they get first priority. So that's something to be aware of, especially with your time when you're like scheduled and everything. I have to stop eating foods by midnight Monday night, but I can drink basically up until like 2 hours before I go into surgery, but no milk products. It's like all water, apple juice, cranberry juice, and like tea. She did say about soda and coffee, but I don't really drink soda that much. It's very rare. It's only ginger ale that I'll drink. And coffee, I despise it, so I hate it. So there's no problem there. So it's going to be a tea or water, basically, that I'll probably drink. But I am allowed to take my regular medication, which is my cholesterol and blood pressure, 2 hours before the surgery. So I can do that at least, which is sort of nice. But at this point, it's just getting things ready that I want to have for when I eventually maybe get a room or whatever the case is. I haven't, I'm not 100% sure. But I have all my audiobooks. I even bought a bunch more to complete some series sets that I have. But I have them all downloaded on my phone, so they're ready to go. My earbuds should be good. I'll need a charger, of course. I'm thinking of maybe actually taking a book. There's Deborah Harkness, her A Discovery of Witches. Great series to read. It really is. It's awesome. I had the first 3 books. I already read through them. Times Covenant, I did the audiobook for. I do have the book. At least I think I do. No, I do have the book. I'm pretty sure I do. But I didn't read the book. I just went through the audio instead. The Blackbird Oracle, which is her newest book out right now, in that series, in the Discovery of Witches, I have the actual book. So I think I might take that and maybe if I'm up to reading a book, I'll read that. I'll have to take a bookmark though. Can't forget that. So, and there's a few other things that I thought about, maybe, I'm going to have a laptop. So I'll be able to play, a few games that Rich might put on. Beyond that, I have the laptop, my phone, my earbuds. I'll have a book. I'm not sure what else I'll really need or like what I'll really want because it depends on how I feel. But at least with the laptop, I'll be able to watch my shows that I normally watch, which will be nice because I don't like hospital TV and I don't use it ever. So I like my own laptop, which works great because then I can, check and do whatever I want to do. And you just use their internet, which shitty, but whatever. It works for the time being. So, but other than that, it's just countdown now till the 16th. So I got Friday today, basically, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So 3 days to go, 3 days to make it with no sickness, no fever, no other issues, to just maintain my health here at home, be healthy, be safe, and not get anything from anybody, which is, I'm not going into work today. I had a little bit of puffed ankles to a degree, and my feet they felt like they really swelled up, which I don't know if they really did, but they really had a bad swelling feeling. So I wasn't really happy with that. But home resting, I can elevate my feet. I feel fine. I don't have any cold or any fever that I know of. My weight's up pretty good. I've been eating. So like everything normally is good. She did ask about like if I could go up steps, and I said I can, but it's very slow because my legs are weak, and they're still weak because of the chemo. And she's like, okay, that's fine. So, but I mean, I can walk and I'm not out of breath when I walk. I can go up the steps and I'm not really out of breath when I'm going up the steps. It's tiring for me because the legs being so weak, the muscles are they're not there. They don't have the strength that they should have. But hopefully after the surgery, I can rebuild all of that and get back to a normal routine, with the changed lifestyle, of course, because of, the eating and the feeding tube and everything else. That's going to take a while to adjust to a lot of that. But for the most part, everything else is on schedule. It's all been good. I've, in a sense, consider having good luck. So I'm hoping this, works out really well. They get rid of the cancer, whatever they find, they remove it and everything goes, successful. So countdown begins Tuesday. Tuesday is the day I go in. So I don't know if I'll post another video before then. Debatable. But if not, everybody, whole support group, anybody else who watches, have a wonderful weekend and have a happy holiday. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I don't know if I'll be posting from the hospital or not, so I just want to get that out now because I'll be in the hospital through Christmas. I don't think I'll be home at that point because it's only like, it would be Christmas, I think, falls on like the second or third week of, after the surgery. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to still be in the hospital for a bit yet. So just want to, give a happy holidays to everybody and, thank you for basically supporting me and being by my side and watching the videos. I mean, awareness is the biggest key to all of this, to not getting this particular cancer. You really don't want it. Trust me. I don't want it. But I got lucky and I, ended up at stage 3. So I'm able to get it removed. But awareness is a key factor. If you have acid reflux or heartburn or GERD or swallowing issues, any of those 4 things, I think even really bad hiccups is another one too that can trigger. Go schedule an appointment for a GI doctor. it's vital, because once you start having those symptoms and they become more frequent, it will turn into Barrett's esophagus for the most part. At least that's the route that it would go. I probably had that for who knows how long, never knew it, because my issues were so intermittent that, you know, it just ended up from the diverticulitis issue that everything just went, you know, in a roller coaster. And next thing you know, I'm at a GI doctor, they're doing a scope, and here's your diagnosis. So awareness is key. That's what I want everybody to understand. And what are you doing, little man? Oh my goodness. Oh, if you could just see him down there. I can't even get to him. Oh well. He's down there. He sat up because I think he wonders what I'm doing, or like who I'm talking to. Are you going to hop up? He's funny. So anywho, happy holidays to everybody. Thank you for being there, being the rock that I needed, the support, the funny, everything. I'm so grateful for all of it. I truly am. So, peace out. So mo to be.